everyone, my name is Lynette and today the long-awaited video is finally here. I'm going to be talking about dance studios in Seoul. I put in a lot of effort to dress up today. Even when I go for class, I don't put in so much effort. So yeah, sit tight because I'm going to be giving you a lot of information today. All the studios that I'll be talking about are mostly studios that I have visited and taken their classes a few times. The biggest disadvantage of being a foreigner and taking a class in Korea is that we do not have a Korean bank account. Because some studios actually require you to send a deposit payment before the actual class. And they made it in such a way that it's really hard for a foreigner to even open a bank account or transfer money. You have to go to the physical bank each time. Most of the studios are actually quite understanding if you privately send them a message on Instagram and tell them that you are a foreigner and you would like to take class, and they would make exceptions for you to pay cash or by card over the counter. Generally, studios in Seoul are centered around Instagram, so Instagram is your best bet if you want to find out information about class. However, since there are so many studios in Seoul, I would say that it's easier to stalk the instructor that you want to attend the class. If they do not post information about their class, you can go to photos of them or photos that are being tagged in them, and then you can find out about the studios they are teaching. That would be way faster than going through this list of 20 over studios that I'm about to tell you. Also, another pro tip, because there's so many studios and instructors actually teach at multiple studios, so to make the best choice, I actually create a separate Instagram account where I follow all these dance studios so that I can stalk them and plan, because we need to make the best choices, you know? Let's start right now. The first studio is Jashuk. So Jashuk has two studios. The first studio is in Hapjeong and the second studio is in Ihwa. Their dance style mainly focuses on choreography, more hard-hitting, sharp movements, and some instructors focusing more on K-pop choreography because, you know, they have a lot of choreographers that actually choreograph for actual K-pop groups over there. And also hip-hop and a small number of freestyle classes. The instructors of Jashuk are Jashuk crew members and other regular teaching members such as Bara, Redlick, Junho, and J-Rig. They are all very popular instructors. Their schedule is on their Instagram highlight as well as their website. They release their whole month schedule in advance and they have 3 types of classes: basic, choreography, freestyle, and also pop-up classes. Especially with Streetman Fighter happening recently, they have a lot of pop-up classes because the original Jashuk crew is involved in the filming and they are unable to teach classes. For their class package and price, a single pass is 30,000 and 5 times is 130,000, 10 times 230,000, and they have an unlimited pass for 400,000. Personally, I took the unlimited pass both times I was there, and no matter how I calculate, if you're going to be there for a month and you're primarily going to Jashuk, it will be worth it. The sign-up method, they are a little bit traditional. So every day at 3 p.m, the studio would open and you have to go down to the studio to book for the class. I would say that most of the class would not sell out, so it will be fine to book at least an hour in advance before the actual class. However, there are some popular classes where people really go down at 3 p.m. to queue, such as J-Ho's classes, Redlick's classes, Kusong class, and who else? Youngjae? Yes. Some additional info on Jashuk is that they have this thing called Chongmun Ban, which is a professional training. It lasts for a month and you get assigned to a mentor of your choice. You can attend the mentor's class and then the mentor will provide you with feedback, and at the end of the month they have an evaluation day where you can do a piece of choreography by your mentor or your own choreography, and then they will give you feedback based on that. Lastly, this is something I feel that some studios do it too. So for Jashuk, they open their studios at 3 p.m. every day, and from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. before the class start, the studio is actually free for everyone to go in and practice. Of course, you have to be wearing your earpiece and because you'll be sharing the room with everyone. For Jashuk Hapjeong, you can just walk in and if there's space, you can join in. However, for Ihwa, they require booking in advance, so you just have to go to the counter and tell them your name to book the room. The next studio that I'll be covering is 1 Million. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of these names, dancers or non-dancers. Their dance style is towards more choreography, a lot of K-pop choreographers here, and then they offer contemporary style classes, but they don't really name their classes, so you need to go on Instagram to stalk the instructor to see if you like their style, which is also what you should do anyway before taking a class because everybody has different styles. For their instructors, the popular ones are like Alex, Root, very popular with the younger generation, Woo Mingjang, Lia Kim. And their schedule is on their website. They released the schedule way earlier, but I'm not sure how accurate it is because I've never really attended classes in 1 million. And because of the nature of dance work in Korea, I feel like a lot of instructors often have gigs or they are backup dancers for some K-pop group. So they will often have to cancel their class for these shows. For their class package and price, 1 million does not have an unlimited pass, but instead they offer you many different choices of package. From 1 class to 5 class, 10 class, 20, 30, 40 classes being the maximum. If you take the 40 class package, it's comparable to Just Jerk's unlimited pass of 400,000 Korean won. But I just want to add on, when I took Just Jerk's unlimited pass, I took as many as 60 classes a month. So if you're as crazy as me, you do the math, you know where to go. Also, random fact, but their studio is huge. It's literally a whole building by itself, like an entertainment company with its own office, studio, rooftop garden, dressing room, and restroom inside. For the sign-up method, I think because of how much budget and how big their company is, they have made it really convenient where you can sign up online. For 1 million's booking, I think it's the most convenient because they have their schedule up online. So by going to their web, you can easily book classes online, which I feel that this is what the system should be in all schools if they have the budget. So for example, if I want to take Lia Kim's class today, all I have to press is book now, and then I'll be prompted to log in, and then you should have your own account if you want to be a student here, and that's it. You are done with class booking. The next studio that I'm going to talk about is beatmix. If you're a hip-hop girl like me, beatmix is the place to go to. They offer hip-hop and girls hip-hop classes primarily, and they also focus a lot of freestyle as well. For instructors, the ones that I really go to are Lego, Box Paka, basically the AO crew and Hanya crew, and the ones I really want to go but didn't manage to go because I spent so much time at Just Jerk are instructors like Betty and Maria. For their class package and price, their single class is 33,000, 5 ticket is 130,000, 7 ticket is 178,500,000, a very weird number, and 10 class is 250,000. It is more expensive for the unlimited package because it includes normal class and special classes. Their special classes are freestyle classes that is more expensive if you buy it as a single class, and take note that sometimes they have a costing where they run it for a month long and you can't just walk in like an open class. For their sign-up method, is actually a link on their bio, and they update their Google form daily so you can sign up for class on the day itself, and they will send you a confirmation message by 5:30 p.m. You can pay cash on the spot on the day itself if you are a foreigner and do not have a Korean bank account for bank transfer. Also, life hacks: when you see a whole text of Korean words, do not panic because your best friend is Papago. The next studio is 6 Sense Dance Studio. This studio is a little more underground as they focus a lot more on hip-hop, girls hip-hop, and also a lot of the instructors are battlers and they have their own crews, really strong dancers, and they focus a lot on freestyling as well. For the instructors, I've only been to 1 class, and this instructor is someone that I've been watching since I was in Singapore. His name is Seoul, and he does hip-hop and hip-hop application and freestyle. For their class package and price, a single class costs $3,000 and the 20 class package costs $350,000. This information is not really on their website, so you have to thank me for it. For their sign-up link, you can sign up on their bio, and they update their Google form every week. Just a heads up, this studio is in quite a ulu area, so if you go at night, it's actually quite hard to navigate and find the studio. Just walk into this building that it looks really dark and suspicious. You're most probably in the right building. The next studio is Play the Urban, not to be confused with Urban Play because they are 2 different studios. So Play the Urban focuses a lot more on choreography, groovy, flowy movements, girl style, and they have been running some courses and training programs recently too by Cheshire. Their schedule is on their Instagram highlight, and they also upload the whole month of their schedule at once. They have 3 types of classes: basic, training, and promotion classes. For their training classes, you usually have to sign up for the whole month. As for instructors, you have some of your favorite 82 members teaching here, like Jinwoo, also from Ambitious, Yongbin, and honestly, I've been to this studio quite a few times because I really like their lineup of instructors. For their class package and price, a single class costs $30,000, 4-class package costs $100,000, and 8-class package costs $180,000. For their sign up, they used to do a Google link. However, now you have to sign up on site. I feel like a lot of studios do this because of the fact that there's a lot of no-show after sign up, and the studio open at 5 p.m. so you can go down earlier to secure your spot. For the courses that they are running, usually they would provide a sign-up link in advance and you have to deposit the payment before the course starts. Okay, the next studio is Tudio. This studio is opened by Mina Myung, which used to be very popular. She's still very popular, but she was popular from the time that she was in 1 Million. The dance style is mainly more jazz funk, girl style, and all these different namings around the world is getting me so confused, but basically, yeah, girlish choreo and choreography. For their schedule, they update it monthly and there are 4 types of classes: regular, basic, pop-up, and focus class. Something very different about this studio is that they run a lot of month-long training programs from hip-hop basic, girlish basic, choreography basic. Personally, I went for Mina Myung and Junho's focus class, which lasts for a month. The only difference is that they work on one choreography for the whole month, so you really have time to work on it, and they also provide you personal feedback, like on week 3, before the last class. For the class package and price, a single class costs $30,000, 4 ticket $110,000, 8 ticket $200,000, 12 ticket $270,000. They also have an unlimited ticket of $450,000. Along with Just Shop and 1 Million, Tudio is one of the few studios that actually operate on Saturday, which makes it more worth it if you are planning to get the unlimited pass. Their sign-ups is on site and they actually provide a lot of information about their sign-up. It is advised to come in 10 to 20 minutes before the class. Class fee can be paid in cash or card, and for month-long classes, they usually post a pre-book link on their 3rd week of every month. If you don't have a Korean bank account, you can just sign up on the pre-link and you may pay with cash card at the information desk. Honestly, this is what a lot of studios practice. The next studio is Higgs. This studio is very special because it specializes in house dance. For house dance, there's many forms, and this studio teaches Afro-style house, UK jazz dance, and house basics and house choreography. Basically, I've only been to Taesang's class, and if this name sounds familiar, you are right because he's BTS's Jungkook's instructor. But jokes aside, he's a really good, really kind instructor that emphasizes a lot on foundation and application to freestyle. He also posts regularly on YouTube, where he shares knowledge on house fundamentals and basic variations and steps of house. So if house is a genre that you wish to dabble in, you may start by visiting his YouTube account. Their schedule is on their website and Instagram. And then Higgs also hosts train sessions once a month and battles every now and then that you can look out for it if you're a house dancer. For their class package and price, a single class costs $35,000, 4 classes for $130,000. They don't have a lot of information on the internet, so I'm basing this off my memory and some information that I found from my friends. For the sign up, you have to sign up on site before the class, and since they don't post on their social very often, they don't have a lot of information online, I would suggest that you can personally DM the instructor to check that if class is happening before making the trip down. The last studio that I'm going to talk about is called OFD. This studio is opened by Monica from Street Woman Fighter. However, she's not really there recently, and he has been in flux with a whole style of girl style, heels, girlish, and then Honey J used to do pop-up classes here, which I attended once, and I was really in love. But their sign-up link is in their bios, and they update weekly, so you can choose to sign up and then pay on site or do bank transfer. Another studio that got very popular recently is called X Academy. Basically, they are formed by the crew YGX and they are on both Street Man Fighter and Street Woman Fighter. For class booking, you can go on their website and make an account, and then you can choose which class you want to take. Y class is 1 day, and sometimes they have a 1-month Y class, like a video class beginners program. G class is a 3-month training class, but they just recently changed it to just professional class. X class is a 6-month class and you have to audition to get in. You need to have a Korean account to pay online, otherwise you can just pay in counter like what we always do. Shout out to my friend Fountain for giving me all this information because she goes there regularly, unlike me. Sadly, these are the only 7 studios that I managed to cover during my 3 months in Seoul, which I think is a lot, and I would love to visit the many 20, 30 over studios that I have not covered before for my next return to Seoul. However, I would briefly run you guys through the other studios so that you can keep a lookout for them and check if your favorite instructors are teaching there. There is Motif Studio, which focuses on hip-hop, choreography, jazz, soul, house, and afro. Urban Play, which hosts some famous instructors from 82 crew such as Boom, and their monthly schedule is on their Instagram. They are mostly choreography based. Motif Studio, again, their monthly schedule is on Instagram, sign up is on site, and they focus mainly on jazz, house, soul, basics, and choreography. NVR Hosin Studio, which is primarily a popping focused studios, they don't have a lot of classes in their schedule, and the different instructors have different rates. Their instructors are really world class, so it depends if you want to pay for it because different instructors have different rates, and the last I checked, it is really a little bit expensive. Hence, I would highly suggest that you personally message them before going down for a class. We have Bang All Academy, which is more dance hall, girls hip hop style. This studio has some famous instructors like Rihei from Coca and Butter, as well as Zisan, which is known for dance hall, and a lot of K-pop girl choreographies from Card. Their schedule is in their Instagram link, and they post quite a lot of pop-up classes as well. I remember Jane from Honey Bang was teaching there. So if you watch Street Woman Fighter, they have quite a lot of connections there, and they often teach at this studio. Prepick Studio, they have quite a formal website which you can navigate their schedule. Feedback Studio, their schedule is on their Instagram, and you can sign up on their Google form updates daily. 7 Hills Studio, they update their class weekly, and you can sign up through the Google form. Famous Dance Studio, another studio more catered towards funk style. They do popping, hip-hop, locking, whacking, and vogue. Go Rabbit Studio, this is a relatively small studio, but I love the classes that they offer. They teach rhythm, heels, vogue, and New Jack Swing by a guy named Shin. Honestly, this class looks very interesting to me, and I would love to attend it the next time I'm there. We have Gorilla Dance Academy, which focuses on hip-hop, soul, vogue, choreography, whacking, and breaking. So far, this is the only studio I've seen that teaches breaking. Let me know in the comments if you know of other choreographies that teaches breaking. Meet Dance, mainly focusing on choreography and hip-hop. KLE Studio, also choreography and hip-hop. Art One Academy, they focus a lot of choreography and K-pop choreography. Another studio called Gaxi, and as you can tell from the name, is opened by 2 very famous freestylers, Rhythm Gate and Waxy. So they do a little bit of everything from freestyle to hip-hop, and of course the main thing, whacking and Rhythm Gate style, which is more popping and hip-hop based. And lastly on my list, we have Bonafide. When I was looking at their schedule, I'm very surprised because they actually offer very diverse styles. They have instructors like Centimeter, Zisan, Root, Hyunse, Tazen, Suzy, which teaches heels, and Woominjang. There are so many dance studios in Seoul, so I'm really sorry if I missed out some, but I tried my best. I feel like studios in Seoul open up so quickly and also close down quite quickly. Touch wood. But I feel like this list needs to be updated sometime again later, of course, when I return to Seoul. Also, here are some other dance events that you can look out for if you're planning to visit Korea for dance. You have Feedback Competition, where they run battles. And also you have Haru Dance Camp, which also is a competition. Not so much battles, just competition and exhibition pieces. And you also have Into the Deep, which is primarily breaking focused battles, and also other styles such as funk. Yeah. In summer, they often run summer showcase classes as well. So it's basically like a short-term program where you can participate and perform together. So I think that's really cool if you want to have like the overseas performing experience like me. Yeah, there's also a lot of flea markets organized by various schools now and then. So that's why I say it's very important for you to create a separate account to follow all the schools one by one so that you can keep updated to every single thing, because they rely so much on Instagram. that's it. I'm finally done with my I'm finally done with my list of dance studios in Seoul, and I hope that you find this information useful. Stay tuned as I'm going to be uploading more dance, travel related content, and thank you so much for spending time watching this video. Goodbye!
Pika Pikachu, Pika Pika.